Yo, hello guys. This is the last part of Afam guide on Silken Mythic. This time we're looking at phase 3, using a kill from Banjars here, because they do some interesting stuff that we're gonna implement as well, most likely. We're gonna go through the video, stopping quite a lot, explaining what's happening, what's important to look out for. At the very end, I'm gonna play the same phase 3 video without interrupting, making simple callouts, and ideally you will know from every callout what's gonna happen. If you don't, it's very good to rewatch the video, getting used to all the overlaps, the mechanics, so you don't brain fart on what you need to do or where to go. So, looking at the video, ending P2 intermission here, starting off with P3. The castle boss is gonna teleport to one location. I believe it's 1 out of 2, I'm not quite sure. So we're gonna see Banshers here doing a 180 with his camera, looking if the boss animation is here at the bottom of the screen. We saw it for a split second. So they know castle boss is gonna spawn, and pre-position for that. Getting ready for the first mechanic, which is Team Red frontal. To outplay this frontal, they're gonna stack, baiting the frontal this direction and then moving right to dodge it towards the edge of the wall. So we see the frontal being dodged. Then we're getting ready for first web vortex. Now this web vortex is followed by burrows, which is the charge from the big boy. So we need at least 3 tethers to keep alive. The way we do this is by having Team Red not breaking their tethers. So Team Red is gonna go into a certain direction together as a group. Now there's 2 options. If they are first to get pulled in, they're gonna move right together. Whereas Team Blue afterwards gets pulled in and can soak the orbs and breaking their tethers. Second option, Team Red is gonna get pulled second, which means Team Blue, imagine getting pulled first, they're gonna move left and right to break their tethers. Afterwards, Team Red is gonna get pulled, and they move together to the blue orbs, soak them while keeping their tethers alive. Now, before that, they are gonna stack up in pairs. They're gonna find their partner, which we have looked at in phase 2 here. They have one partner to stack on. That way they're gonna do double orb baits, which makes it just easier to soak. So everybody's on the partner, Team Blue as well. They're gonna get ready for web vortex. Now here, Team Red is gonna go with the first pull. They're gonna move out right together, keeping their vortex alive. Whereas Team Blue, they gonna get pulled, they can soak the orbs and breaking their tethers. Team Red keeping theirs alive, waiting for the caster circle to explode before going and soak the orbs. Soak one orb, which is a double orb, and then they get ready to place the tether so it stops the charge. Now when they place the tethers, they place it quite up high so that the boss is gonna stop in the middle of the room. That has 2 reasons. First reason is that Team Blue and Red needs to dodge these things on the ground as well. Sometimes it might get tight for Team Blue, they need to dodge it upwards as well, so Team Red can't be close. But the more important part is that the boss needs to be stopped in the middle for the next frontal to be baited correctly. So anyways, these tethers are gonna go up high. Boss is gonna stop somewhat in the middle. Now they can break the rest of the tethers. And instead of attacking the boss right here, they are gonna bait the frontal away from the boss. So there's a frontal on red. If they would attack it, it would go directly through the boss and Team Blue doesn't have uptime. So they're breaking the chain, baiting the frontal away from the middle. That way Team Blue can have uptime on the boss while he's damage amped, whereas Team Red is just gonna go on the caster boss, getting ready for next mechanics. So Team Blue making use of damage amp and getting ready as well for the next web vortex. You can see Team Red pairing up with the partner again. Team Blue ideally does the same thing. Getting ready for the second web vortex. Now, the tethers don't need to be kept alive for this one. They can be broken as soon as possible. So Team Red, if they are first, they're gonna go left and right to the edge of the room to break it. Whereas Team Blue then can go through boss, soaking orbs. And we can see that right here. It would be the same way if Team Red is second. Team Blue would just go left, right, whereas Team Red goes through. So the break tethers. You can see soaking the orb. Always remember, wait out the circle for the explosion. Go soak an orb. And dodge next frontal, which is just an easy dodge. Now, right after this, dispels are coming out. We have 5 people with the debuff. We want to dispel 1 while the boss is at the edge of the room here. Whereas number 2 can get ready to be dispelled in the middle. So we see 1 going under, gets dispelled. And number 2 should be ready in the middle for when the boss teleports. Dispel 1 by 1. Not much more is happening while this is going on. So everybody attacks the caster boss here already. We can see Team Blue attacking caster boss, Team Red attacking him. But don't be at max melee range so that dispel guy goes on the boss. And we delay the last dispel before the cast finishes last second. 10-second damage amp or 12-second while the big boss is doing a swarm, which is just straight damage. So juicing some damage. Now, boss is gonna teleport, which is the caster boss. We know that he will always face the direction where he's gonna go. So you can see he's looking to the right as he's casting. Team Red is gonna get ready to get there as soon as possible. They are baiting the frontal, similar to the first mechanic in this phase. Just stacking up, baiting, and then dodging it by going right to the edge of the room. And getting ready for Web Vortex. This is basically copy-paste as the first frontal and the first Web Vortex. So the Team Red is pairing up and they want to keep their tethers. Now the only change that Banjo's team here is doing, instead of Team Blue pairing up with their partners, they are actually pixel perfect stacked. Stacking all the orbs in one place. And as we go forward, we can see that the Holy Priest is actually gonna go and soak the orbs by just running in. I'm actually not quite sure how he's surviving the initial hit here, but we can see he's soaking 10 orbs, and then somehow he's still alive and is able to soak the last orb as well, before going into his spirit form. I'm guessing it's Guardian Spirit, but yeah, that's what they do. In order for Team Red not to worry about soaking the orbs, they just pixel perfect stack it and having one guy sacrifice it. Going back though, so Web Vortex 3, Team Red wants to keep their tether. If they are first, they go together to the right. If they are second, I do believe what they would do if they stack Team Blue would get pulled first. They go to the right, to their right as well. Whereas Team Red gets pulled second, they go right to keep their tethers, whereas Team Blue can break their tethers and then go soak the orbs after that. But anyways, Team Red is first, they go right together, keeping their link. Whereas Team Blue is second, they break their tethers while soaking orbs. And we have the priest sacrificing himself. Then the tethers are getting ready for the boss charge, which should be stopped in the middle once again. Boom, boss is being stopped. The damage amp on the boss is happening. They're gonna bloodlust, pump on the big guy. And the damage amp on the caster boss is about to follow. Because as you can see, the dispels are happening here as well. So while Team Red is gonna go and stop the charge with the tether, we have dispels happening. The Recaro should adjust your rate to have blue guys be priority on the dispels. So ideally here we have 2 guys of Team Blue getting rid of their dispel by going under the boss before he's gonna teleport middle. So we have 1 dispel here, 2nd dispel here as well, then the boss is gonna TP to middle. Banjo's team here is a bit slow here, they only do 1. But still manageable to do it afterwards. So The important thing here is that Caster Boss is tipping to middle and the dispels still need to happen. So no melee, no range can be close to the Caster Boss. They should be at max melee range. Especially if the big boy here is not being stopped directly in the middle. If he's being stopped further up, then melees need to be careful where they position in order to get clean dispels under the Caster Boss. But anyways, big pump on the big boy while the damage amp is happening. We're doing dispels on the Caster Boss, so remember going in and out. He takes more damage already as well while being stacked. That's why the Bloodlust with combat pods and all CDs is really good here. And then as the 5th dispel is happening, you should swap target to the Caster Boss. He takes 100% more damage. So this is about pump. Then raid damage is coming out from the big boss. We just need healing CDs. And the thing you want to beat here, he gets Berserk in 10 seconds. You want to beat the Swarm number 4. So plenty of time to kill the boss. While the boss is Berserk, if it wouldn't be dead, you want to keep the tanks alive with tank defensives and externals on them. Just to survive the auto attacks from the enraged bosses. Yeah, that's everything on this boss. Quite a lot of overlaps, important things to know, when to break, where to go, where to dispel, and so on. So if you understood everything, thanks for watching. We are gonna play the full video though once again with some simple callouts. Try to imagine you're on the fight and know what to do before it's happening. That's how we avoid many failed pulls. Alright, thanks again. We are gonna go through the video. Team Red follows Caster Boss. Red bait frontal, be stacked. Pair up for Web Vortex. Red, keep your tethers. Red is keeping. Red bait frontal away. Remember, bait frontal away. Go on Caster Boss. Pair up. Blue pair up as well on Caster Boss. We break these, go left, right. Be ready for dispel. We do 1 at the edge. Then 4 middle. First guy goes under. Second guy ready in the middle. Just doing dispels. We have raid damage. Watch your health. Caster Boss is gonna TP. Watch his head, where he goes. Watch head, go. Page frontal. Ready for Vortex. Red, you keep yours. Blue, stack up. Blue, pixel perfect. Red, keep. Priest is soaking blue. Blue is doing dispels. Be ready. We do 2 blue dispels. First one is done. We do second blue dispel. Third one ready in the middle. Last. Combat pods. Hit the big guy. Watch dispels. Number 4. And dispel 5. Swap target to Caster Boss. And we just pump. From here, imagine boss is not dead. He gets Berserk. Just call out externals on the tanks. And that's it. full P3. Hopefully we learned it. Thanks for listening, and I see you guys around. Bye bye.